What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the August 2025 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you all. I hope each and one of you are all excited for today's video. Today we're going to cover some previously announced new routes that actually, since I was pre-recording, I wasn't able to feature, and just a bunch going on here today. So I hope all of you are excited for it. And with all that being said, let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to start over here. The light's not very good, so I apologize, but we got the FedEx Airbus A300 freighter coming in from Memphis and was going to be heading out to LAX, so along in a short segment there. Got a UPS Boeing 777-200 freighter coming in from Portland and now blasting off to Louisville, so kind of the same concept there. Quite a few Southwest today, starting with this 737-700. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Denver, and now it's going to be making a flight over to San Jose del Cabo. And we have this 737-700 coming in from Puerto Vallarta, and now it's going to be heading over to Phoenix, so quite a bit of West Coast action. That's going to change here with this 737-700 with Scimitars heading out to Dallas Love Field, came from Chicago Midway earlier, so plenty of nice action there. And then lastly, we got Maryland 1 on the 737-700 coming in from Nashville, and this aircraft's now going to be taken over to Austin, so looking very nice. Allegiant Air continuing to go strong with the Airbus A320. This aircraft is currently making a flight today from Idaho Falls, and now is going to be heading out to Medford, Oregon. So quite a unique plethora of routes that they have here. Got the Spirit Airbus 320, and this aircraft is coming in from Las Vegas. Turnaround service for him today, looking very strong. Sacramento is real on and off, or no, I'm sorry, it's Oakland that's real on and off. So I'll send it to Oakland if it's active. It just depends on the season, it seems like. Next, we have Frontier on the Airbus A320. It's supposed to be a Neo, but this is obviously Pike the other. Very good looking aircraft, which is currently coming in today from San Francisco, and now it's going to be heading out to Phoenix. So those, along with Dallas and Denver, continue to be strongholds here for our market share with Frontier. So love to see that and hope for more route expansion here in the future. I'm sure that they're definitely considering their options, but they've done really good at LAX and I think Ontario too, maybe. So pretty fascinating for sure. Our next aircraft is going to be this Embraer 175 for Alaska. This aircraft is currently coming in today from, let's see here. I want to go with, excuse me, everybody, apologize about that. Coming in from Santa Rosa, and now it's going to be heading out to Seattle Everett. And we got the Salmon 30 Salmon People delivery here on the 800 coming in from San Francisco and now heading out to Seattle. So it's been great to have that mainline San Francisco this summer. That's been really cool. And then we have the Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming in from Portland and now heading out to Seattle. So really cool pull out their routes there. Definitely no shortage of unique opportunities with those aircraft. And now we have United, starting with the Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is coming in from San Francisco, and now it's going to be heading over to Houston, George Bush. So all kinds of mainline aircraft, 737, 700s, 800s, A319s, A320s, 737 MAX 8s. So here's an Airbus E320 right here as this aircraft. Such a beautiful Evo blue here by Attitude Models. Quite a great looking aircraft. This one particularly is going to be coming in today from Denver, and now it's going to be heading out to San Francisco, so certainly glad to get the feature of those two big Airbus operations. Here's the NG 737 MAX 8, one of their best models of 2024. This aircraft is currently getting ready for, Chicago O'Hare, and that actually is going to be a turnaround, so pretty cool to see that. And then lastly, we have the 737-700, and this aircraft is coming in from Newark, so very eager to see what this will look like in the future considering the current circumstances with air traffic control and so forth there. So one can hope for the best regarding that service, but we are maintaining our 3 daily strong, so love that. Next, we have an American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. These are still pretty prominent here right now. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Dallas Fort Worth, and now it's going to be getting ready to head over to, I was about to say Austin, but Austin unfortunately does not exist on the network anymore here at Orange County. So this aircraft instead is going to be going over to Chicago O'Hare. Whereas next we have the Airbus A321neo, which is coming in from Charlotte, and that's going to be heading out to Phoenix. So quite a nice aircraft variety on Phoenix, especially. I think you get the A319, A320, A321, A321neo, 737-800, and 737 MAX 8. So no shortage. Charlotte, on the other hand, just the 321neo. Same for JFK here on its daily service on the 321T. Looking quite nice, and certainly a great model here by NG, and glad to get the feature here today. Here we have our Delta Airlines aircraft, starting with the first two 757s. So they're both 200 variants, and they're a Gen 2 and a Gen 1. So the Gen 2 is currently coming in today from Atlanta is going to be heading back out there. Still really cool to have that 4th daily flight. Very impressive, and certainly been very productive here this summer. And then we have this beautiful NG release from 3 years ago now. I think it was July of 22 when this aircraft debuted. Very impressive, or June or sometime around then. It's certainly been quite an asset to have, I'll say that. Anyway, this aircraft is making a flight coming in today from Detroit, and it's now going to be making its service back out there. So again, very happy to have this one. And we have the A220-300 for Delta, which is currently coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. I believe this is going to be back to the 100 starting in September, but I'm going to go verify that after I finish recording this. So yeah, you'll see, but for now it's an A220-300. Breeze also flies the Airbus A220-300, particularly to a handful of destinations. Today, we're going to send this aircraft out to, let's see, Provo, Utah, and this came in earlier from, I'm trying to think of the, yeah, Provo is the big one. That's year-round, no seasonal variation, but then the others start to get my brain turned around a little bit. We'll go ahead and say Orlando, which I think is still active, but I need to go check their schedule and see what's going to be active here in September. So expect more in the next update. But yeah, great run for Tampa, Orlando, and Columbus this summer, and hope to see all of those back next summer. And we have the WestJet Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's coming in from Calgary. So yeah, this returns to mainly 700s, I think. But that's what I'm going to check after this update, because I need to figure out what we're doing. Alrighty, got the Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8. This is heading out to Vancouver as well. Very consistent daily service. We'll see if we ever get a Toronto flight. Even on Saturdays would be kind of cool. Runway might be a little bit of a problem, but hey. Here we have the Gulfstream G6. Oh man, that was disgusting. How about the G650 for this Gulfstream private owner? And this aircraft's going to be heading over to Austin, Texas, and came in from Long Beach earlier. So very short repositioning flight, like extremely short. American Airlines Boeing 737 yeah, this is another MAX 8, and this one's coming in from Phoenix on turnaround. It's looking quite nice for that aircraft. Got the Delta A220-100 coming in from Salt Lake City, and now it's going to be making a flight today over to Seattle. It's looking quite nice. And of course the Embraer 175, which is coming in from Las Vegas. This continues to be a really cool route to follow along with, so that's quite nice. Looping back around to that Southwest from earlier that we did not cover, the 737-700 with Scimitars was currently coming in from Houston Hobby, and now it's going to be making a flight to Las Vegas. Got some beautiful GA aircraft over here, like the PC-12, heading over to, let's see, Las Vegas Henderson, and that's a turnaround. And we have the King Air 350, which is going to be heading out to San Diego's main airport. It came in from, let's see, what's a small airport? Concord, California. There we go. Gulfstream G650ER. This is coming in today from McAllen, Texas, and now it's going to be making a longer flight today out to Honolulu. So very nice. NetJets Challenger 600, looking quite nice right there. This aircraft's coming in from Boston via Midway, and now it's going to be making a shorter flight today over to Reno. And we have the Learjet 75, which is currently coming in from, let's see here. That's a great question. We'll say it's doing a local flight around the area, some maintenance. That's not completely uncommon in Orange County, actually. Lastly, you're probably wondering where the new routes are. I finally got to them. It just was at the very end on purpose. Here we have the JSX Embraer 145. So this was news to me. So in June, they started year-round service to Salt Lake City, which I think is going to be very productive to compete with Delta there for some premium travelers. So heading out to Salt Lake City and coming in from Napa, which I think is probably in California. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a seasonal service. So presumably in the summer, I'm not sure. Maybe Colorado, maybe New Mexico. I have no idea where Napa is, but I'm going to go research that, and I'll report back in the next update once I have additional information. But with that said, I really hope all of you enjoyed today's Orange County update. There's certainly quite a few moving pieces here today, and certainly great to get to cover all of those in full detail. So very excited for what's to come. Very excited to see what the fall looks like. It'll be interesting to see if there's any new routes and so forth. I am pre-recording this way in advance, though. I'm in May still, so so much can change in 3 months. So it'll be interesting to see what the scope looks like. That said, that'll do it for today's video. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.